And you know I'm about to timestamp it. It's February 14th, 2026, approximately 8:13 p.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western, but then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing on that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth, they named me D'Amica. And they put it in all caps. So that means they was standing on business when they named me D'Amica. So I'm D'Amica, and I'm finna stand on business, cause it's time for Lost Souls Tarot cards, our portals to truth, and I'm about to open some portals and reveal some truths. All right, so this evening, what I'm doing is I'm tapping into the family and the zodiac deck, okay? I'm also going to throw in some tarot, and I'm also going to pull messages from the oracle deck, all right? So if you're not familiar with my channel, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Thank you to all that have subscribed, shared, liked, commented, all that good stuff. Even if you don't like it, even if you don't comment, even if you come on here and you have a misunderstanding about something, or like I used to do, I used to take things way too personal when I used to come in here on tarot readings, but you still stick through to the end. Shout out to you. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go through the family deck, and then we're gonna pull out some zodiacs, and we're gonna see what comes out. So let's see. I already started with the family members that we're gonna work with tonight's transmission. So the family members that came out for tonight's energy is the following. We have a first cousin on your dad's side who is extremely jealous of you. Someone's dad is a coward and is wearing many masks. We are going to have a message from brother-in-law or about a brother-in-law. And then we have another message coming out from a distant aunt or about a distant aunt. All right. So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit, for coming into my energy. Thank you to all the energies that come in and out of my energies as well. Thank you for allowing me to be the avatar to deliver these messages. And thank you for allowing us to be strong enough to receive these messages. All right, Divine and Spirit, we have our 4 family members that we're going to work with. So we're going to go ahead and start with some tarot. Then we're going to broaden the message with some oracle deck. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into the zodiac signs, okay? But I'm also picking up on October 21st, 1960, Friday, around 11:58. I don't know if that's AM or PM. I don't know why. But before we go ahead and tap into this read, let's go ahead and ring this bell. Welcome in these energies. All right, y'all. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first family member. The first cousin on dad's side is extremely jealous of you. Let's go ahead and tap into that, y'all. Welcome to the channel. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Comment below if y'all can hear me. So the first cousin we working with, somebody first cousin on their dad's side is extremely jealous of them. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. So how y'all doing? What they call this Valentine's Day? Thank you, Divine. Whoa, shit. We got messages that want to just come on out. So we're going to take all the ones that just fell. And this is for the first cousin on your dad's side who's extremely jealous of you. We got the 7 of Cups that's coming out first. That's letting us know that their choices are about fantasies. It's of illusions, right? They have many options, but they're lacking clarity. Your first cousin on your dad's side is getting lost in daydreams, right? They're facing tempting but unrealistic possibilities. Death is here for the first cousin on your dad's side that's extremely jealous of you. A major phase in their life is ending, and a new one is starting. Okay, they have to close one door to open new energy, but they can't. Okay, their past needs to be placed behind them. It's time for them to let it go now. They're going through a major changes, transitions, and transformations. It's time for them to embrace the mysterious. They need to focus their energy on what's ahead of them, okay? So your first cousin on your dad's side is extremely jealous of you. Their strength is reversed. They're experiencing intense anger or fear in their life. They have a lack of inner strength and confidence in themselves. They have forgotten about passion, kindness, and joy. So now they have self-esteem issues. They're an imposter. They're very unhappy. They're blaming others. They feel withdrawn from society, okay? They're experiencing depression, drained energy, and drained life force. This is for someone's first cousin on their dad's side, okay? Extremely jealous of you. All right? They're in the 8 of Cups reverse energy. They're confused about what path to take, but they're anxious about what's going to happen at the end. All right? Divine Spirit is trying to let them know that they need to have courage to believe that they deserve better than what they're putting themselves through. But they chose financial security over happiness here, okay? They was accepting unfulfilling jobs. It was a fear of being alone with them, okay? They don't understand that joyous things are ahead. All right? So the 3 of Swords is here. Rejection, betrayal, hurt, discouragement, right? Through pain, we learn to avoid mistakes. Suffering meant to make us stronger, careful, and vigilant, okay? This is about breakup or argument, conflicts at work, loss of assets. Somebody's sad. They crying, y'all. They cry because they jealous of you, but they jealous of you because of your light, right? Because you're strong. Yeah, 10 of Wands reversed here. It's time for them to release the unnecessary burdens, right? Release it. Learn to delegate. It's time to lift the weight of the responsibilities here. 7 of Swords is reversed for this first cousin on dad's side that's extremely jealous of you. It's a need to change their approach. Their tactics, whatever they've been using, it's not working, right? It's a renewal of consciousness due to extreme deception. And then they're ending in the devil reverse energy here, right? Because you're self-aware. You broke all the chains of addictions and poor habits. They're extremely jealous of you because you are self-aware with self. You've broke all chains of addictions and poor habits, right? You prepared to make the changes even when it was painful, right? You understand that change paid off in the end. You're in control, you're accountable, you're free. It's like self-assessment is required often, and you understand that going through the dark night of the soul is very necessary. You are comfortable embarking on uncomfortable journeys for self-improvement. So that's why this first cousin on dad's side is extremely jealous of you. Okay, beloved. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to your dad is a coward who is wearing many masks. And if you're new to the channel, I read all the comments at the end of the transmission right before the prayer. But before I lose y'all, let me show you where we at. What up, y'all? So as you can see by the thumbnail and as you can see by the title, this reading is going to be about family and zodiacs, okay? 4 family members came out. Your first cousin on dad's side is extremely jealous of you. Now we about to do your dad is a coward who is wearing many masks. We got a brother-in-law out there, and we also have a distant aunt out there, okay? Whatever comes out through the tarot read is what comes out. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us some clear and concise messages regarding the dad that is a coward and wearing many masks. Why is he wearing masks? What's going on with this dad energy? Thank you, Dad. I was about to say thank you, Dad. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Dad, too. Bring your ass on over here, Dad. You're a fucking coward, but you can't be a coward in that energy. I pulls it. You understand? Thank you. Ashe. All right, let's see what's going on with this dad energy, y'all. What is Divine Spirit going to let us know what's going on around this dad energy? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so this dad energy is wearing many masks because you are the world, right? You are complete. You are whole. You are fulfilled, right? You are on a successful conclusion of a journey. You're reaching your highest potential. So your dad is a coward wearing many masks here. 2 of Swords reversed here. Truths are being revealed here about decision making tough decisions too. Somebody's about to face difficult truths here. Your dad that is a coward wearing many masks here. Oh yeah, he a coward. King of Pentacles reverse energy. He has fallen from the throne, a prosperous kingdom taken away from you. He is disconnected from your energy. We have cut the cords. He was being impatient and indulgent. He gambled too much and far. He overstretched. He took shortcuts. He was receiving bad information. Now his ass in debt. Poor reputation, right? He was very controlling too. Too focused on the material, never appreciating the value in things, just the price. And he was fucking stingy. Your dad is wearing a mask and he's a coward. He's in the hangman reverse energy. He was sacrificing too much energy and time, getting nothing in return. He's at an absolute standstill with no explanation. Not the right option at all, daddy. Procrastination, failed investment, career move not working. It's time for him to consider new ideas and perspectives and embrace challenges that's needed. Your dad is a coward that's wearing many masks. Now the whole suit of swords here. Now he's left with logic, intellect, communication. You threw your whole suit of swords at this nigga. Cutting straight through the motherfucking illusions here, right? This is about communication, but you probably don't even want to communicate with this motherfucker. So divine and spirit said, let me cut through the illusions, right? Divine and spirit said, let me be double-edged, right? Divine and spirit said, I can be abusive. I can be harsh. I can lack empathy for others. I can have no compassion. Because divine and spirit said, the whole suit of swords is the element of air. Might be air signs. Somebody's dad might be an air sign. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Now we're moving on to the brother-in-law. What kind of messages are going to be revolved around? Y'all hear the sirens outside? I don't know if y'all can hear it. Message. Now we're going to move on to the brother-in-law energy, right? We got a brother-in-law energy that might be delivering a message to you, or you might be receiving a message about a brother-in-law energy, okay? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. What kind of information, clear and concise messages are you going to give us revolved around this brother-in-law energy here? Ashe. Okay, so the brother-in-law, the first energy that comes out is the Three of Wands here, okay? So it's like planning, present and future with conviction here. Smooth sailing due to planning. So the brother-in-law may be telling you this, right? You're creating a stable foundation, or your brother-in-law may be creating a stable foundation. It's time to become more aware of your opportunities, right? Expand your views and finances. Be open-minded. Take the next step, the next step in the next stage in your life. Opportunities have widened, and so has your horizons in many areas here. The Page of Swords reverse fell out as well. The messages within this is somebody's lashing out verbally with intent to harm. Mental chaos and confusion is around this entity. So it could be your brother-in-law that's lashing out, or he's trying to warn you of somebody that's lashing out, right? Somebody that's in mental confusion. They feeling overwhelmed by information. It's poor communication. They feel very hesitant to express themselves clearly because they've been spreading rumors and they've been very stubborn, gossiping. It's a lack of focus here, right? Lashing out with intent to harm. Something about the lovers. The brother-in-law here said it's revolved around the lovers, right? A relationship that was in harmony. It was in perfect relationship. It was trust, unity. It was giving confidence, strength, empowering the other. A development in own personal beliefs here. Let me take a look at this again here. Because this brother-in-law here could be the third party. This brother-in-law could be interceding with these lovers here, that's creating a stable foundation, or the brother-in-law might know of somebody that's trying to intercede with these lovers, or the brother-in-law might know of one of these motherfucking lovers that's lashing out. Take what resonate. See how my mind be pew pew pew? See how the energies come in and out? You see what I'm saying? That's why I wrote my tarot cards the way I do it. So now you got the Fool that's coming out reversed here. So within this situation, yeah, this feel like a couple. This feel like a couple, and it feel like it can go many ways, like I just said. The Fool reverse, they disregarded repercussion of their actions. Whatever's going on, whether it's the brother-in-law or the brother-in-law trying to get you hip here, right? He trying to say within his lover situation, they disregarded repercussions of their actions. It sounded too good to be true. It was a risky relationship. It was a lack of commitment, reckless actions, foolish purchases, right? They had to be more aware, but they was vulnerable to the abuse. They was living in the moment and not planning here. One of these motherfuckers was lashing out verbally with intent to harm. They was gossiping. They was spreading rumors about the other motherfucking, whether it's a spouse or a business partner, okay? When I say lovers, it's a relationship. It's a situationship here. You ain't got to be married. It could be fucking you and your higher self going against each other here, right? Take it how it resonates. These are keywords that you have to decode within everyone's message. You can hear somebody having a conversation on their goddamn phone outside. Ain't got nothing to do with you, but it do. If you know what you hear. If you know what you listening for. But anyway, they had a lack of commitment with this reckless shit here. Whatever happened. And it's a third party situation here. The brother-in-law might be involved and he might have seen all this shit play out. But you got the Nine of Cups that's coming out here, right? Around this brother-in-law energy. So self-satisfaction after a long journey. You're coming close to, it's coming close after a volatile up and down that you faced earlier on. You've struggled to find purpose and joy after loss. You tested different things that life offers. You've left comfort in order to find greater heights, right? So you might have been, you was too fucking comfortable within this lover relationship here. And I can guarantee you somebody did a love spell on some fucking body and it wasn't even real love out this bitch. Happy Valentine's Day. Y'all know I don't believe in that shit. But appreciate your current life here. Your current love, your current career, your current social environment. Appreciate your current environment with your family, okay? Recognize you're going to start getting recognition at work and with respect this time, okay? There's abundance in finance, security, and material rewards that's coming your way here, okay? The Six of Cups reverse is coming out. But see, no, whatever's going on with this situation here, and this is a confirmation. Something wants you to cling on to the past here, but you have to use your past as a guide, okay? They want, the energies want you to explore memories, but be cautious not to dwell on them, Divine and Spirit says. You must learn to forge on your own path because you might be stuck in the house and stuck in your mind. And I just saw the first piece of grass that I seen since we had that funky ass snow, and yes, I put my feet in it, and yes, it was cold. I don't give a shit, but I sure did. But get your ass outside and go ground. Go take a walk. Go take your mind off of this. You might be stuck in the house and in your mind. With this Six of Cups reverse energy, you might be even feeling financially independent, right? But you have to use your past as a guide. Focus and ground, okay? Because you might be unable to move on if you cling on to that fucking past, okay? You might be staying in a stale job. The job was your fucking marriage for some of y'all. All right, now we're moving on to the distant aunt. The distant aunt is coming up. Then we're going to go ahead and broaden the message with the Oracle deck. And then we're going to go ahead and get some zodiacs out here. And some ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. And again, we're working with the family deck here. We're working with the family. Can you trust them deck? Okay. All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What you got to tell us about this distant aunt? It could be messages from the distant aunt. It could be messages about the distant aunt. Okay, so take it how it resonates. And again, don't take everything so personal. Listen for keywords. Decode what you have to decode within your own world and your own realm. You dig what I'm saying? All right, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Distant aunt. Ashe. And I'm only saying that because I was at a state where I ain't gonna lie, I thought everything was about me. I was taking everything in the most negative way. You dig what I'm saying? And you have to be able to take certain divine and spirit ain't gonna come straight up to you and give you what you want on the platter. Fuck that. We on high stakes missions. You understand what I'm saying? So they're going to give you codes and messages, and depending on what frequency you want, depends on what level. It's a game. It's a game that you have the remote control to. You dig what I'm saying? So you got what it depends on what frequency you want in order to receive certain downloads and messages. But once you get on a certain frequency, you can't fall off that frequency unless you done some dumb shit out there like y'all be doing. But not you, but y'all know who I'm talking about. All right, so the distant aunt. Let's get some info on this distant aunt. What is the distant aunt got to tell us, or what do you got to tell us about the distant aunt? Ashe. All right, here we go. Let's see what kind of message is going to come out for this distant aunt here. Oh, shit. Well, damn. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ask and you shall receive here. So we got the Five of Wands coming out first for the distant aunt. Okay, there's conflict, competition. They clashing of different. It's a clash of different ideas. So you might be clashing with a distant aunt, or she's warning you of conflict, competition, disagreement. It could be a healthy competition at that, but something's trying to compete with you and clash with you over different ideas. It's struggles that ultimately lead to growth, though. Okay, so okay. Then you got the Ten of Cups here. Distant aunt could be telling you that you are fulfilled in your relationships here. There's harmony, happiness. This is the ideal family life. You're aligned with your values and with those that love you and you love them. This is domestic bliss. Okay, the distant aunt here said you the fucking star. Every time distant aunt come out, this motherfucker come out a bad bitch. This one right here, with them gems, this motherfucker fuck with us. So the distant aunt saying today that you are the star, you are faith, have faith, you are optimism, have optimism, you are of rejuvenation, okay, spiritual connection, you're finding peace after turbulent times. You the star. I get money, I'm a star, 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 star. What do you say? Okane, Adewu. And they come on. I don't know what that nigga say. Star, star, star. So Two of Swords is coming out for the distant aunt here. So the distant aunt is warning you of two opposing forces that have joined in a battle, but there's no end in sight. They're struggling with current state of affairs. Distant aunt said this could be you struggling with your higher self as well, so be cautious of the message that you hear. You could find yourself caught in the middle of something here, and without intervention, this could continue indefinitely. You must make a choice. There's no in between. Keep your relationships balanced, okay? Distant aunt is saying be patient, okay? And don't stop trying to avoid something, whether it could be choosing between love, work, family, but it's unclear right now. You know what I'm saying? You might be stuck in a limbo waiting on the other party to decide. Two of Swords, the mind, the intellect here. And the distant aunt said the Two of Pentacles is out here as well, right? Okay, so we got, at the moment, things are tight. There's a warning of balance, okay? There's a warning of balance. It might be you against your higher self here, collective, right? Because we got the Star out here. We got the Ten of Cups out here, right? And then you got the Five of Wands reminding you of competition, disagreements. It's a healthy competition. You struggles that ultimately lead to growth here. A clash of, it might be you battling your higher self, collective. Then you got the Ten of Cups out here. I be doing that shit too. You got the Ten of Cups out here. You fulfilled in your relationships as domestic bliss. You align with your values, those you love, harmony, happiness, ideal family life here. This the aunt saying you the fucking star. Okay, you're rejuvenated. Okay, because you're of rejuvenation. Okay. So then you got the Two of Swords out here reminding you that it's two opposing forces that have joined in a battle here with no end in sight, but they're struggling with the current state of affairs. Okay, so that could be you, your Christ consciousness, struggling with your higher self, because your higher self probably trying to show you some fucking downloads and shit. But your Christ consciousness, we want to be in our ego. We love this fucking physical form that we keep trying to pull ourselves back. And that might be the two struggling opposing forces there, right? And you finding yourself caught in the middle here, okay? So you got your devil, you got your Christ consciousness, and you got your higher consciousness, okay? Right? So it's you battling yourself here, right? In the mind, and it's around your health and your finances, because you got the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. And this is all right. This is all right here. Okay, remember, you the star, we the star. Cut down on the task and concentrate on two factors that may be troubling you, okay? Divine Spirit says, overall, job well done with keeping things stable, balancing your love, your work, your family. You adapt well with changes that ask you to continuously rebalance. Start prioritizing them bills. This one hit me. Fuck you. This one sound like this is my read. Fuck you, Divine Spirit. But they saying step back and have a better perspective of the situation, because you're trying to multitask, and that will worsen the situation. Two major factors you're deeply concerned with, right? So only you know what those two troubling factors can be. You dig what I'm saying? And distant I fuck with you too, because distant I like you in your head over this shit. This about to fuck with your finances. You the motherfucking star. You could make anything happen. You dig what I'm saying? All right, so those were beautiful messages. Let's go ahead and get the Oracle deck out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're gonna go ahead and put this tarot deck on over here. All right, so the Oracle deck is going to broaden the message here. So we're going to go ahead back to the first cousin that was on our dad's side that's extremely jealous of you. But don't forget that you are in your devil reversed energy. You are self-aware. You're breaking all the chains of addictions and poor habits here. You're prepared to make the changes even when it's painful, okay? Changes that pay off in the end at that. You're in control. You're accountable. You're free. Self-assessment is required, and it's very often that we have to do a self-assessment, meaning we got to take ourselves through the dark night of the soul. That's it. Okay, you're comfortable embarking on uncomfortable journeys of self-improvement. So we're going to work with the Oracle deck for column 1. Then we're going to move to column 2. Somebody dad is a coward wearing many masks. We threw the whole suit of swords at that motherfucker. Confirmation. 28 on the timer. And then your brother-in-law is clinging to the past, or wants you to cling to the past, or was trying to tell you don't cling to the past. And then column 4 is your distant aunt, okay? And reminding you that you are the star. All right, so column 1. And if you're new to the channel, I read all the comments at the end of the transmission there. You dig? So don't worry about that. And then also, the most important part of the whole goddamn read is when we cut the cords and close the portal with the prayer, okay? All right, so we're going on to column 1. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We got the first cousin jealous ass out here. They extremely jealous, too, on your dad's side. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of messages are we going to receive from the Oracle deck? Look how small they got. Tomorrow, we're going to do Oracle deck number 3. This is Oracle deck number 2. Ashe. Well, damn. All right. We're going to get a little bit more because we want at least 4 right now. I'm looking at 3. We want at least 4 or more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us clear, concise messages revolved around. Okay, thank you. Revolved around this first cousin on dad's side. So the first one here They've been repeating, look, repeating their name summons the spirit here, okay? So they've been doing some goddamn rituals and chanting some type of deity's name here. They've been doing social engineering for some of you, okay? The use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of society. All right, so they've been doing things like psychological manipulation, the use of deception to manipulate folks into divulging confidential or personal information used for fraudulent purposes, like human hacking. It transforms the mundane into the sacred here, and that's what you're doing. So you're transforming all of that negative energy into sacred here, and they're extremely jealous about that shit, right? Don't worry, we throwing out the bloodstone out their ass here. We throwing the bloodstone out their ass, okay? Give me a little bit more clear, concise messages revolved around this first cousin on dad's side that's extremely jealous. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. That's too much. That's too much. Damn. They said, ask you shall receive, right? I'm going to have to pull out my other oracle deck. All right, so we got... they've been stealing from you. This first cousin on your dad's side been stealing from you. Because you got Divine and Spirit saying, give me back everything old plus some more. Okay? Note whether they make you feel good or bad. Comfortable or uncomfortable. Okay? Divine and Spirit wants you to, how do they make you feel within your energy? Okay? Do they make you feel good or bad? Do they make you feel comfortable, uncomfortable? Okay? What's going on here? They are already defeated. This soul is lost and trapped within the ego of materialistic mind. Your first cousin on dad's side. All right. Enhanced senses to feel into the changes needed in life. Divine and Spirit is saying they try to enhance their feelings and their senses to feel, to get them to understand the changes that they needed in life here. Honor your body as a sacred temple. They're mad. They're jealous of you because you honor your body as a sacred temple, right? Seers they mad at you because they jealous about you being a seer. Some of you are seers because you can interpret signs like bird flight and entrails. Entrails is a person or a priest who finds omens in the internal organs of like a sacrificed being or an animal. So, you know what I'm saying? They've been sacrificing animals and shit, and you can see that shit. They've been sacrificing people, and you can see that shit. You've been having omens about it. Trauma-induced, partial loss of life force and energy. They trauma-induced now. Your first cousin on dad's side. See, what happened was Destiny Swap denied. They fucking tried to get you to be trauma, like they wanted trauma induced on you, right? They wanted your life force energy lost. Now it's happening to them. That's crazy, but it's not. They in danger because they wanted danger for you. So danger is here. Anything that threatens your spiritual health, that's danger. So Christian complacency, any type of religious complacency, spiritual maturity, embracing sin, threats, emotional, social, injury, or physical, spiritual attacks. They wish that upon you. They sent that to you. It's being sent back to them because you're high vibrational. You have radiant energy. You're of divinity. You are of supreme sovereignty. Okay, so your first cousin is jealous over that shit. Ha ha ha. The joke's on them. You live, bitch. Somebody hashtag, yup, I'm still alive. Put that in the comments. Ah ha ha. The joke's on them. You still live, okay? They wish death upon you, okay? They wish physical harm, mental torment, misfortune, accidents, and possessions. The fuck? Ha ha ha, joke's on them. Joke's on them. Joke's on them. Joke's on them. They wanted you engaging outwardly with intense passion and magic, not understanding you don't need no damn magic. That's what they doing. Black magic, dark magic. Ain't that some shit? Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's evil. Yes, it's planned. Yes, divine justice. If you haven't already done so and you like what the fuck you see, subscribe or don't. But it definitely helps the algorithm. We're almost at 500 subscribers. So now we're moving on to somebody funky ass daddy. He a coward. He wearing mini mask here. He's wearing mini mask here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Gotta move the energy around. My lower back kind of fucking with me. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of information do we got around this dad here? That's a coward wearing mini mask. We done already threw the whole suit of swords at his ass, right? We're cutting through all the fucking illusions. Give me something on this goddamn dad side that might be an air sign here. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Any of your messages are welcome. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So look, your dad, he a coward and wearing mini masks because you can't die. You can't. Unless you exit out the fucking game. Your dad is a coward wearing mini masks. He's associated with premenstrual. It's time for him to turn inward to reflect. Hey, divine is his emotional ass. Why would you need blood? Your dad been trying to sacrifice you for years. Why would you need blood? Because you're cleansing the bloodlines. Your dad a coward. He wearing mini mask. They had no authority to operate with those energies. They doing rituals and shit too. Your dad and your first cousin that's on your dad's side that's extremely jealous of you. Innocent victims in war zones. And they fucking with. And anybody that's a victim is innocent. You dig what I'm saying? In war zones. Grappling with the meaning of life, death, and suffering. Yes, they are. Now he's grappling with the meaning of life, death, and suffering for attacking innocent victims and putting them in war zones. He had no authority to operate with those energies. Give me some more on this funky ass dad that we did. All we had to do was throw the whole suit of swords out at his ass. Yeah, hold on. Ooh. Thank you. You're welcome. This fucking dad wearing mini mask here, fucking coward. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us some more information on this dad energy that's here. Thank you, Divine. Hollywood got Holly weird. Yeah, your dad weird. Doing shit for the camera and shit. Doing shit for an illusion of what he want his life to be. You understand? He's a fucking actor wearing mini masks, bitch ass nigga. Hollywood got Hollywood, huh? Bitch ass motherfucker. Give me something else on this funky ass dad energy here. Divine and Spirit. Thank you. We'll take that. We'll move on. All right. This is a trusted channel for divine wisdom, prophecy, and guidance from higher realms. And so are you. You're a trusted channel. You're a trusted channel here for divine wisdom, prophecy, and guidance from higher realms. You're the one in charge, not the fucking demon. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so that was for your dad. That's wearing he a coward and he wearing many masks. Bitch ass nigga. Somebody brother-in-law came out here with some information, was giving us some downloads and some informations. He was giving us some tea, right? Brother-in-law was giving us some tea about the lovers here, right? And one of them is in the full reverse energy, all right? One of them had disregard and repercussions of the lifestyle they was living. They want you clinging on to the past here. But see, the brother-in-law, whether it is you or whether this is about the brother-in-law that could have been fucking with your marriage or fucking with your investments or anything like that. What kind of information are we going to receive about this brother-in-law energy? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. So what's going on with the brother-in-law here? Was brother-in-law really giving us messages or what? Brother-in-law said they was doing motherfucking mirror magic. Look at this shit. Mirror, mirror on the wall, bitch. The mirror was the portal. The lit candle was the light. And it created shadows. And they can't take the goddamn shadows that they created. But don't you worry. Brother-in-law said, don't you worry. Because there's no more fear or no more fear of poverty. Okay? Let me hold something. Y'all about to get some money. Let me hold something. The Galactic Federation is investigating all acts of crime. Whatever's going on within this, the brother-in-law is giving you these messages, or he might be getting investigated. Okay? The hexahedron came out, giving you and us stability at this time. Okay? Stability. It's the cube. It's the element of earth. Grounding is here. Okay? Go ground. We got some grass out there now. Demonic tactics no longer have control within this situation here, okay? The death insurance claims were set up and premeditated. They tried to kill you over and over. But don't you worry, because what's this? This $1 billion. $1 billion said 144,000. I'm coming. That's $1 billion. Am I tripping? Yeah, $1 billion said to the 144,000. The frequency of the 144,000. I'm coming. I'll take that. Somebody might be wearing gold jewelry. It's a she. She's wearing gold jewelry. She wearing gold jewelry. We at 4205. Somebody wearing gold. All right, so now we're going on to the distant aunt here. Let's move on to the distant aunt. Don't forget the distant aunt reminding your ass that, baby, you the star. You are the star, okay? You're the star. You got the 10 of cups in your energy, right? Fulfillment, harmony, happiness, ideal family life, right? You're aligned with your values and with those that love you and you love them. You could be in your mind a lot, okay? And clashing with yourself about different ideas. And it could start fucking with your finances, okay? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of messages, what other messages are we to receive from the distant aunt here? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right, let's see what else we got from distant aunt. Distant aunt, every time distant aunt come out here, thank you, distant aunt. The distant aunt got something to tell us, right? The distant aunt do not be playing about us, baby. So, something about the 7 insane mirrors here, okay? Okay. Now, mirror 1. When you're looking in the mirror, think about the way you feel, right? And the way that it's reflected back to you. The mirror reflects back what we most dislike and judge in others. It refers to the feeling of being drawn to someone when we look into their eyes. It reflects our addictive, compulsive behaviors due to materialism here. So this is for somebody that's doing mirror magic. Yeah, distant aunt saying they doing mirror magic here. They don't realize that the mirror is relationships with earthly parents here, okay? Dark night of the soul. Total acceptance to surrendering to the divine when you're using that mirror magic here. When you're looking into the mirror, the divine is you. When you're looking into the mirror, you are praying and you're talking to yourself here. But when they do the mirror on the wall shit here, they are pulling a different version of you out. They want to be you so bad. So divine and spirit said, here you go. We're going to give you whatever energy that you think is collectives. You understand how that's going? Okay? So now they thinking they walking around with your motherfucking energy, and whole time it's a whole deity in shadow eating their ass the fuck up. And now they saying you doing black magic. You the one doing the dark magic, black magic, witchcraft and shit like that. When they went into the mirror first. So somebody doing mirror magic, because you're a muse who creates to express. You're a muse that creates just to express. You don't do the shit for money. You don't do it for likes, comments, all that shit like that. Yeah, we ask for it because I'm starting to learn how it helps the algorithm here. But we just do the shit to express on some real shit. Right? What's next? You recognize their tactics in order to... You have to recognize their tactics in order to resist temptation. And you have to rely on divine strength at this time, Distant Aunt is saying. Because there's a shapeshifter, right? There's a shapeshifter in your energy here. And this is non-negotiable. This is non-negotiable here. Shapeshifters. Now, I consider myself a shapeshifter. Which shape do you want me to fucking shift in? Right? I don't give a shit which version of me you want. It's the one that you conjure up. So a shapeshifter is deep transformation, fluidity of identity, okay? They can bridge between worlds, human, animal, physical, spiritual, adaptability, evolution. They have the potential for both great wisdom as a guide, but they can also be deceptive. They can be tricksters. They can move beyond fixed forms and limitations, causing illusions. So, which version do you fucking want? There's a shapeshifter that's in your energy, and that's non-negotiable because you're on a journey here of faith, right? And that trains us to be consistent between the inside and outside of self here. Okay, no new friends at this time. Stay focused on God's will or your purpose, even when in hardship here. Okay, no new friends at this time. Okay, what's this? Abandonment by a higher power, loss of purpose, resulting in isolation. The new friends that's coming around you want you to be abandoned. And they're being abandoned. Whatever's going on with this situation here, whatever negative energies were attacking you, they're being abandoned by the higher powers. There's a loss of purpose here. And it resulted into their isolation. No new friends. Because they'll be secretly obsessed. Right? They'll be secretly obsessed, and it'll be a spiritual obsession, an interference of a subjugated spirit with a weaker spirit. Okay, spirit of negative, evil, deceased influence here. Okay, ancient angels will not be protecting this energy that is secretly obsessed here. Okay, they've been abandoned. They are not being protected. No new friends. They are an angry spirit, okay? And now they have an angry spirit of a boy who can travel through water. So 9 times out of 10, they've been doing water magic. And now that water magic is being returned back to them. They had no business operating with them energies there. My aunt has the final say-so, Distant Aunt says, right? Justice, truth, law, balance, healing, right? Connection to order, right? Controls the chaos, right? Cosmic principle that maintains order on earth here, right? Unalived by insects, hijacking their brain. Look at that shit. They think they got bugs and shit coming in and out. You ever see the scary? They call them scary movies. You ever see what they call thrillers? You ever see the movies where a motherfucker, they think they hallucinating, but in reality, my ex-husband, before he died in 2022, when he used to get high off of Molly, he used to think that there were shadows, and he was seeing them bitches. Now that I'm on the level that I'm at, he was actually seeing shadows. And he was actually seeing the motherfucking bugs that he saw coming out his eyes, his ears, his nose. Now these motherfuckers think they being attacked. And it's hijacking their brains. Look at this shit. Look what came out next. A husband. A husband can represent unresolved issues, discord, a desire to be in a committed relationship. What's that? I saw your mom. Oh, yeah. Powerful, powerless.
It's a little like hole right here, so that's why I got this napkin right there. So
Yeah.
you keep that napkin. You should be
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate
good.
that. Thank you.
Um,
And how long?
Whenever you're ready. Or actually, I'll text you.
All right, I'm about to be at the prayer anyway.
All right, don't worry. Don't take your time.
Shit, don't smoke without me.
Of course, don't take
Okay,
your time.
all right. Okay, so we got a husband. That the husband is here. Shit, fuck that. I ain't got no more weed. I gotta smoke when I. Don't smoke without the fuck me. Okay, so we got a husband in the atmosphere, and the husband can mean several things here. Okay, so the husband, like I just gave you a little spiel about my husband that went on and died and unalived in 2022 there, or was it 2023? Shit, I done forgot, y'all. God damn. Anyway, y'all ain't shit. Unresolved issues, right? It could be, the husband can be powerful or powerless, right? The husband can have a desire to be in a committed relationship, but there's discord. The husband can be a warlock, abusive, down low. Something needs to be tended to. The husband could be loyal or disloyal, okay? Whatever's going on revolves around this goddamn husband. This the auntie said the motherfucking insects is hijacking their brains here. And see, we are one big ass computer system within ourselves, right? So you know how when your phone might get a virus, motherfucker, and they get sick and shit like that. Yeah, this motherfucker going crazy. Whatever's going on in this situation, because you in the 10 of cups. You got domestic bliss. You're aligned with your values over here. You happy. So we gonna send this motherfucker to decahedron. Yep, what the dodecahedron. What's wrong with you, dodecahedron? Yeah, this is sacred geometry right now. The element of the ethers. I know that's the fuck right. Damn, it connects you to intuition in the higher realms. Shit, send that shit. That's for us. We the dodecahedrons out this bitch. Doing sacred geometry out this motherfucker. Moving all kinds of energy out this bitch. They don't know which star the fuck to look up at because we moving around so goddamn much. Yeah, dodecahedron, we'll take that, yes. And then the color orange. This the aunt is saying the color orange is out here. Focus on your second chakra, okay? Self-expression, emotional balance, creativity, enthusiasm, warmth, and personal growth. Stimulate the mind and promotes artistic endeavors. Somebody remind me in the comment. The orange, is that the sacral womb? Is that the second chakra? We got solar, we got root. What is it? Root, sacral, solar. What is it? Heart, throat. What else? Come on, y'all. Heart, throat, third eye, crown. All right, something like that. All right. But thank you, Distant Aunt, for the messages, and thank you to the Oracle deck, thank you to the Divine, and thank you to Spirit. Let's get some zodiacs out real quick, then I'm going to read them comments, and then we're going to get on out of here with a prayer and close out these motherfucking portals and cut the cords from these motherfucking energies here. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of energies? What kind of zodiacs? And y'all know how my zodiac deck go. It's more of an astrology deck. So we might get constellations. We might get fucking galaxies. We might get planets, planes, dimensions. I don't know where we're going with this. All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. We just need 4 to see what's in the atmosphere. We just need 4. Divine Spirit said, how many you want? We taking this here. North node, okay? Focus on your north node here, or you're in your north node. The north node, the dragon's head, it represents destiny and growth, your future, the path of new development, your karmic mission, all right? Independency. You can be uncomfortable for growth at this time. New perspectives, push beyond your comfort zone, okay? You might be craving new experiences, but be courageous. Stay focused on the development in life. We got an Aries that came out. Aries, your spirit animal is a red hawk. The dates March 21st through April 19th could be relevant. All right. And again, remember when I told y'all this date keeps popping up in my head. Friday, October 21st, 1960, and the time 11:58. I don't know if it's AM or PM, but that shit in the name Kimberly and the name Kevin Wilson, motherfucker the K. I don't know, but I be putting it on this channel so I can have fucking confirmations for myself. Give me two more divine and spirit with the zodiacs here. Give me two more. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me though, because my mind can be going everywhere. And so now I have a platform where I can kind of show that, yeah, they said I was crazy and they wasn't fucking lying. I just know how to direct that shit now. Now they in trouble. So we got a Capricorn that came out. A motherfucking Capricorn that came out. And yes, they was gang stalking me, and I loved every fucking second of it. And they still are. Capricorn here. Focus on ambition, responsibility, practicality. The dates December 22nd through January 19th could be relevant. We got Leo. Aurora, motherfucker, Aurora. We got Leo in the house. Leos, focus on your heart and your spine. You can have a stubborn nature and a fiery temper, and it's causing you to be lazy and unrealistic, and you're having unrealistic expectations. Well, damn. You could be manipulative. It could cause relationship issues. You could even procrastinate. You're very flirtatious, vengeful, jealous. You could be possessive. You could be seeking attention, and you can have a dominating nature. Well, goddamn, Aurora, the fuck, Dad, you got me feeling like the motherfucking lion off of Madagascar and shit. Alec. At first it was like, boy, now I'm motherfucking divine and spirit. Even though I'm not this Leo right here, I just said Aurora, and then what the fuck? It's good to hear it though, because now you know what you got to work on. Even if you hear the bad things within your sign, you know what you don't want to go to. And yes, I can be lazy. I can be stubborn. I don't know about the manipulation now. I don't got time for that shit. Yeah, I'm flirtatious. I could be a little possessive when it come to divine and spirit now. I don't play that shit. They mine. The fuck? Am I jealous? No. Can I be vengeful? Yes. But in the spirit. I don't do that shit in the physical. Meet me in that motherfucking spirit. Stubborn nature? Yes. I need to focus on my heart and my spine because my lower back is fucking with me. It might be all them goddamn epidurals I got from having these fucking children. I don't know. But I need to stop procrastinating, all right? Cancer is out here. We got the woodpecker, all right? Cancer came out as well. The dates, June 21st through July 21st, could be very relevant. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages with the zodiacs. All right, so I think, I'm gonna go ahead and read y'all comments. Again, this was a family reading. Can you trust them? Somebody, if you just now coming in, I'm pretty sure it's still y'all that's been rocking out with me though, and I appreciate y'all so very much. Again, we started off with somebody first cousin on their dad's side is extremely jealous of you, and now you should have a better understanding and understanding as to why they are fucking jealous of you, because you broke all the chains of addictions and poor habits. You're in control. You're free, right? You take accountability. You're comfortable embarking on an uncomfortable journey of self-improvement. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's evil. Yes, it's planned. But yes, divine justice, okay? So then you got Dad, who a fucking coward wearing many masks. He got more masks than goddamn RuPaul. Okay, so you threw your whole suit of swords at that bitch. You threw the whole suit at him like, bitch, you can't fuck with my mind at all. You raggedy coward ass bitch. And then you let him know that, bitch, I'm the one in control of you, you fucking demon. So damn, we on the brother-in-law here, right? The brother-in-law came out and was letting us know about some motherfucking tea on this goddamn lover situation, okay? And the brother-in-law was like, within this whole situation, motherfucker, somebody in that bitch is disregarding somebody, right? They disregarding their own actions. They living in the moment, but they not planning Okay, they vulnerable to abuse here. Okay, they want you to cling to the past, explore your memories and shit. And that bitch might wear gold. Whoever she is, she might wear gold jewelry. And then the distant aunt was always giving out them gems, reminding us that you the star, you in the Ten of Cups energy, okay? Fulfilled in everything. You aligned with all your values, and you are surrounded by those that love you and you love them. But you got to focus on that second chakra, right? Emotional balance, your self-expression, your creativity, what's that fucking word? Enthusiasm. What the fuck was I about to say? Intuition. It's time to stimulate your mind and promote your artistic endeavors. All right, let's read these comments while y'all still look over that. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, divine and spirit and the energies that surround us. We got Christina Brown said hi. Juicy Coochie, you back. Now, why you lying with them little postcards at Amazon playing card? You came back, Juicy Coochie. Juicy Coochie was hating earlier on a transmission I did earlier. Juicy Coochie came on back here. What's up? I wonder if your coochie really juicy. By the way, you coming up on this goddamn channel acting all dry, Juicy Coochie. But welcome back, bitch. We got solitude _ bliss. All this work and self-improvement. No wonder most people don't want to change. And then we got, what's this? Lil Divina, La Divina Laborte said hi. Juicy Coochie came back talking about just making stuff up. What is this foolishness, child? Girl, Juicy Coochie, I bet you probably one of these motherfuckers, you probably wear gold jewelry. You flying monkey ass, dry coochie ass motherfucker talking about some Juicy Coochie. You dried out ass motherfucker. Love Davina said, oh my God, angel guidance. Hey, Juicy Coochie, I'm gonna need you to come up with different shits. Talking about some by angel. You mean demon Pookie? Davina threw up them prayer signs like, I'm gonna pray for you, Juicy Coochie, because you tripping. Correct. My wannabe dad is a Gemini. Justice Tarot Reed said, my wannabe dad is a Gemini. Mine too. That's why I had to get that bitch in check. Because your dad ain't the only one. My dad a motherfucking coward. Wearing mini mask, okay? But I stay throwing this shit at him. Mine, you can't fuck with my mind like Juicy Coochie trying to do. And you know they be having these flying monkeys and these trolls coming here. And they be having several different accounts. Hey, but Juicy Coochie, I want you to know that I don't give a fuck which handle you use. Divine and Spirit knows exactly who the fuck you are. So you could be using Juicy Coochie's name, motherfucker, but we know energy. Anyway. Justice Tarot Reed said he been outcast by me. For him, true colors been seen as a sellout traitor against me. And then they put BB. He felt that when he divorced, I'd just be open to having a sexual connection with him. And when he was rejected. Lil Davina, you know who I'm talking about. Davina, you know I'm talking about you. Threw up them 4 hearts. Kelsey Potter said, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. Justice Tarot Reed said he became a covert enemy in my energy, in my circle. For the rejection, he became spiteful. Kelsey Potter said, dead or alive, Aunt. Cindy Harstein said, that was great. My dad. Phoenix Rising said, ha ha ha, I'm still alive. And I'm still alive. And they having to ask me for help. Cindy Harstein said, the joke's on them. Phoenix Rising said, he has been trying to hurt me, for more than 30 years while he pretended to be my savior. Hey, so now we're going to go ahead and close out these portals. Cut the motherfucking cords from these energies as well. But divine and spirit, Juicy Coochie or whatever energy is behind that, yeah, get them right, because what the hell? You tripping, Juicy Coochie, but love sent to you anyway. But you keep coming to the channel, maybe because I keep summoning your energy, because there's something here that you got to learn. You probably wear red lipstick too. You was in a sorority, Juicy Coochie. Is your birthday in October? Because I know I said October 21st, but could your birthday be October 12th? Are you a Libra? Juicy Coochie. Anyway, let's go ahead and close out these portals, y'all. And let's cut the cords from entities like this motherfucker here, like this motherfucker here, and like that motherfucker named Juicy Coochie. 18929. All right, I rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings. Excuse me. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may be projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that I am connected to spiritually, that we are connected to physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us, and then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness are all cut and ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions. Consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. Knowingly, I gotta smoke my weed, and unknowingly, I am sovereign. You are sovereign. We are sovereign. It is done. It is done. It is done. It's so it is. I got great smoke. Much peace, much light, much peace, much light, much love, but especially that motherfucking darkness. And if ain't nobody told y'all they love you, even Juicy Coochie, I love y'all like in real life, not that fake shit. And it was always peace in. It should have never been peace out, right? Always peace in. I love y'all. Time to smoke. Bye. Love y'all. Peace.